Emma is wife to Leo and mum to Penny and Daisy and daughter-in-law to Nana and Grandpa in the third thingy from Daniel Hutchings. The imagination that brought you Dango Away and Freelance Gigolo. Happy returns!
I'm Daniel Thackeray. I was lucky enough to play Mr. Nicholas Hunter in the Department of Promiscuity bit of Happy Returns.
Good morning, madam. I'm Mr. Nicholas Hunter. This is my colleague, Mr. Chase Sexton. We're conducting an investigation in the area and wonder if we could come in to ask you a few questions.
For those of us who've seen previous Daniel Hutchings thingies, I think it's quite surprising. It's much more of a focused story about characters rather than a kind of freestyle, inventive comedy which goes all over the place in the best way possible. I thought that was what was impressive about Freelance Gigolo. It went in so many directions and contained so many vignettes, but everything felt linked together and somehow part of an overall cohesive whole, whereas Happy Returns is much more of a simple story. It's a comedy, but it's a comedy drama about midlife and relationships and how to keep a marriage going.
Why aren't you dressed?
Can't get this dress on.
Hey, you've had a busy week. Why don't I drop the kids off? Then your mum can have some me time.
Ow!
There you go.
So that surprised me, but I thought it was done very well and sensitively, with really nice naturalistic performances. And funny too, and it kind of reminded me of Butterflies, the old Carla Lane sitcom from the 1970s.
I went to bed this morning with the milkman. And the postman. Tomorrow I'm going to try out the gas man. And then I'm going to sell my story to the newspapers.
With its slightly greater edge of introspection to the humour and a slightly more morose tone to the humour.
Was Pamela ready for you this morning?
I'm not feeding you. You go hold it. Okay, you sit nice and straight. There you go. Okay.
All right.
And that was a nice surprise because, you know, that kind of subtle character-based humour is quite rare, and I think in this movie it meshes it with kind of a more imaginative, cinematic way of exploring those characters as well. I mean, for instance, I love the bit where you get to see visually the way that Emma and Leo think of each other's lives.
Your time's your own.
I've never had a day like that.
And you also get to see what their own experience of their own lives is and how that's different from how the other one imagines their life to be. I thought that was a really great sequence, and there were lots of things like that in it. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it's something that I'm quite chuffed to have been a small part of.
Happy returns. Keep telling yourself it's just one of those days.
I'm gonna get ready.